Welcome back.
So we've covered a lot of ground already,
We have.
but before anyone rushes out to stock up on these mushroom supplements, we should probably talk about sourcing and quality.
Yeah.
I have a feeling it's not as simple as grabbing any old bottle off the shelf.
You're absolutely right. Not all mushroom products are created equal.
Okay.
Just like with any other supplement, you want to look for reputable brands that use high-quality ingredients and have solid testing procedures in place.
Okay, that makes sense. So what should our listener be looking for when they're reading labels or researching different brands?
The first thing to check is whether the product is made from the fruiting body of the mushroom or the mycelium.
Okay.
The fruiting body is the part we usually picture the mushroom that grows above ground.
Right.
Mycelium, on the other hand, is the network of threads that grow underground.
Okay.
Both contain beneficial compounds, but the concentration can vary depending on the species and how the mushrooms are cultivated.
Fruiting body or mycelium, got it. What else should we be keeping an eye out for?
Organic certification is always a good sign.
Okay.
It tells you the mushrooms were grown without harmful pesticides or herbicides. And if you're going for an extractor, pay attention to the extraction method used.
Okay.
Some methods are much better at preserving those delicate, beneficial compounds than others.
Organic certification and extraction method. Is there anything else about sourcing that's important to consider?
Transparency is key.
Okay.
Look for brands that are upfront about where their mushrooms are grown and how they're processed.
Right.
Ideally, you want mushrooms that have been cultivated in a controlled environment to minimize the risk of contamination.
That's a great point about transparency. I think as consumers, we're becoming much more aware of where our products come from and how they're made now. Before we move on, I have to ask about safety.
Of course.
Are there any precautions people should take before adding LionsMane or turkeytail to their routines?
It's always wise to talk to your doctor before starting any new supplement,
Okay.
especially if you have any underlying health conditions or taking medications.
Yeah.
Well, these mushrooms are generally considered safe.
Right.
There's always a possibility of individual sensitivities or interactions.
That's a good reminder. It's always best to err on the side of caution when it comes to our health.
Exactly. And remember, supplements are just one piece of the puzzle.
Right.
A healthy lifestyle that includes a balanced diet, regular exercise, and stress management is essential for overall well-being.
Right. These mushrooms are potentially powerful tools, but they're not magic bullets.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay, so we've covered quality, sourcing, and safety, but now I'm curious about the bigger picture. What's the overall significance of these findings about lion's mane and turkeytail? What does it tell us about the potential of the fungal kingdom as a whole?
That's a great question, and I think it gets to the heart of why this research is so exciting.
Okay.
For a long time, mushrooms have been somewhat overlooked in Western science.
Yeah.
But all that is changing rapidly.
Yeah.
What we're seeing with lion's mane and turkeytail is just the tip of the iceberg.
Oh, wow.
There are thousands of mushroom species out there.
Wow.
And many of them have barely been studied for their medicinal properties.
So this could be the beginning of a whole new era of medicine.
Yeah.
With mushrooms playing a leading role.
It's definitely a possibility mushrooms have this incredible ability to produce a vast array of bioactive compounds.
Okay.
Some of these compounds have shown amazing potential in fighting disease,
Right.
boosting immunity, and even improving mental health.
Right.
As research continues, we're likely to uncover even more amazing benefits from these fascinating organisms.
This is really making me rethink my relationship with mushrooms. I used to see them as just an ingredient or a garnish.
Yeah.
Now I'm realizing they could be powerful allies in our quest for health and longevity.
I think that's a great takeaway from this deep dive.
Yeah.
Mushrooms are much more than just food.
Yeah.
They're a testament to the incredible diversity and potential of the natural world,
Okay.
and they hold immense promise for the future of human health.
This has been an incredibly eye-opening conversation. I'm honestly feeling inspired by the potential of these mushrooms. But before we get ahead of ourselves, I think it's important to acknowledge that there's still so much more to learn.
Absolutely. While the research on lion's mane and turkeytail is promising, it's still an evolving field.
Right.
We need more large-scale, long-term studies to fully understand their effects and how to best utilize them.
That's a good reminder. Science is a process.
It is.
And we should approach these findings with both enthusiasm and healthy skepticism.
I agree.
But even with that in mind, it's hard not to be excited about the possibilities. Who knows what other incredible secrets the fungal kingdom holds?
Exactly. This is just the beginning of our exploration, and I, for one, can't wait to see what we discover next.
Well, I think our listener is ready to wrap up this incredible deep dive. We'll be back in a moment with some final thoughts and a question to leave you pondering. Welcome back to our deep dive into the world of lion's mane and turkeytail mushrooms.
It's been a journey.
It really has, from ancient medicinal traditions to cutting-edge research.
Right.
These mushrooms have certainly revealed their remarkable potential.
Yeah, they're pretty amazing.
They really are.
All right.
So as we wrap up this episode,
Okay.
what's the key message we want our listener to take away from this deep dive?
I think the biggest takeaway is that nature holds incredible healing power, just waiting to be discovered and understood.
Oh.
Lion's mane and turkeytail are perfect examples.
Right.
Seemingly simple mushrooms, but with profound effects on our health.
And it's not just their impact on one specific area.
Right.
It's their potential to benefit multiple systems in the body.
Yeah.
The brain, the immune system, the gut. It really highlights the interconnectedness of our health, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It underscores the importance of a holistic approach to well-being.
Well said. Now, before we say goodbye, I like to leave our listeners with something to ponder.
Okay.
A question that might spark further exploration. What thought-provoking question can we leave them with today?
How about this? If mushrooms, like lion's mane and turkeytail, could have such a significant impact on our health, what other natural wonders are out there waiting to be discovered? What other secrets does the fungal kingdom hold?
That's a great question. It really opens up a world of possibilities, doesn't it?
It does.
It makes you realize how much we still have to learn from the natural world.
Absolutely.
Well, on that note of curiosity and wonder,
Yes.
we'll wrap up this deep dive to our listener. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of lion's mane and turkeytail mushrooms. We hope you've gained some new insights and maybe even a touch of inspiration to discover the potential of these incredible fungi for yourself. Until next time, keep learning, keep exploring, and as always, keep diving